Alright, here we go. So I am playing some Scareclaws and this deck is going to go crazy. So I go ahead and start off with 4 Mud Skipper right here. 4 Mud Skipper, best starter in this particular deck. I'm going to go Chain Link 1 4 Mud Skipper, Chain Link 2 Lightheart for the reason that you just saw. He activated Ash Blossom and he stopped the Lightheart, but I was able to extend through the plays anyways because I had extenders. Now, if you're going to make plays on this deck and you don't have a way to play through and negate, then do that chain link in the opposite order where you would go chain link 1 Lightheart, chain link 2 4 Mud Skipper, because you don't want to be sitting with a parallel exceeds in your hand and you have no further plays. So do that in the opposite order. But I did have extenders, so that's why I did that. So I'm going to summon out Tryhard, and then that triggers my parallel exceeds. Then I go into the code breaker right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then once I did the code breaker engine, this card here is new that I added to my deck. It's called VLAN Hydra. It's not a new card, but it's new to my deck. This card just gives me a consistent combo that is very hard to beat. So I'm going to activate the VLAN Hydra, basically converting that monster into 3 tokens. And then from there, I'm going to go IP Masquerena with 2 of the tokens. And then the other token, I go into the Link Spider and then use the V-Link Hydra plus 1 of the Link Spiders to go into Crusade Evermax. Then from there, I'm just going to bring back this monster, bring back Scareclaw Reichart, so I can go into it, grab a slash. So now I have enough bodies to go into a 3 material Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, and then I also have a non-targeting a card that can be targeted with monster effects, Crusade Evermax, that is going to provide attacking protection. This card also puts everything into defense, and then I got slash as an omni negate. So right away when he does something for his turn, I go right into Appaloosa Boy the Goddess, and I just kind of allow him to make plays. I could negate with slash, but I don't see anything worth negating, so I just negate his monster effects just to slow him down with Appaloosa Boy the Goddess. And then he goes into this card right here, the Master Flare Hyperion. And this card just has, when your opponent activates a card effect, you can banish 1 fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card on the field and banish it. So, of course, he's going to bait out my Appaloosa, which is fine by me. I activate, and then he activates, and he banishes my Appaloosa, which is completely fine by me. Now, I don't know if he banished Appaloosa because he knew that's what he needed to banish, or if he just couldn't target this card because that's what he was choosing, or if he was just reading this card and then said, okay, it's unaffected by the activated effects of defense position monsters, so that's what prevented him from activating, right? Now, this says target 1 card on the field and banish it. It means it's not specific to monsters. Let's see if he actually does read. So here we go. I go ahead and go rescue cat, activate, and then he activates. Now I did this intentionally. I activated rescue cat because I knew that would be his one opportunity to chain right there to try to banish something, and the only thing he would have on the field to banish would be slash. And I would probably let him actually banish slash if he tried to, because he would have already had used the effect of this card anyways. So I didn't care. Summon out my 2 monsters, and because because he activated this card's effect, it triggered off my Kurikari. So I was able to just tribute his monster with Kurikari, and then I just enter battle phase and slap this motherfucker upside the head. Goodbye. Slap him upside that motherfucking head. And I know y'all want to see my deck list, so let me go ahead and show that to y'all. You know, and here it is. So here's my deck, and ton of hand traps. I changed this deck up quite a bit. Um, You could take this card out, put a bigger, better boss in here, uh, a rank 4 if you want to. You don't have to run these. Um, but these are the bosses that I run. They're pretty universal. I've actually won a game just making an Unchained Abomination. I played against a trap deck. This guy set 2 traps. I literally went into Unchained Abomination when I saw him make his place his 2 traps. I used IP Masquerena, went into this, and then when he went to end his turn, I was able to pop one of his traps, and as soon as my turn came, I activated my field spell to pop the other one, and then that triggered the Unchained Abomination to pop his field spell. So I basically cleared his field out, and he really couldn't get his effects off like he wanted to. And then when he did try to activate one of his traps, I just negated it with Baron de Fleur. So crazy way that this deck can play. It can play through so many different hand traps. It can play through everything, and it can continue to just go crazy. I mean, it's super powerful deck. I'll even show you an example of what I'm talking about. So this particular match right here, I actually played through quite a few of this guy's like stops. Basically, he was trying to basically prevent me from doing anything. So of course he's going first. He sets this card, puts 2 back row right here, and then I just go Cyanide Mining, summon out 4 Mud Skipper, go into Lightheart, and then he's going to Effect Veiler and then Call by the Grave this. So watch this. So basically he literally just stopped both 4 Mud Skipper and Lightheart, right? Stop both of them. I just activate Visa Starfrost. This is why I run Starfrost at 3. I literally just activate Starfrost, pop the Lightheart that was here, and then just link that Lightheart off for another Lightheart, grabbing me the Phobia. So he literally stopped me from activating the effect of that, and then I just did it again, bro. Just did that shit again. So that just shows you some of the versatility of the deck, because this card right here, it's not a hard once per turn on the effect to grab the field spell. The effect right here, if you control a Visa Starfrost, you can special summon this from your graveyard. You can only use this effect once per duel, but the other effect is not a hard once per turn. It's not even a once per turn. It's just an effect that when this card hits the field and it's in the extra monster zone, you basically can just add Phobia. So you can abuse that. So if they stop it and you have access to Visa Starfrost, literally you just pop it and do it again. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Catch y'all on the next one, and peace.